I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a 6-1, maybe. I got a 6-1, bruh. Good body shot from Forte. Good right hand from brother. Hey, let me run this by you.
We prepared well. It didn't go like we wanted, like we expected, but we always knew that only one David was going to prevail. The only thing that's left is to learn from it, move on, and be better next time.
The fight between David Benavidez and David Morrell was an exciting showdown that kept fight fans glued to the screen. From the first bell, the fight was a slugfest, and both fighters seemed eager to end it by knockout. As the rounds went on, it became clear that Ben's experience and power were taking over. However, boxing experts have called Ben's victory a big robbery. Social media platforms have been abuzz with reactions from fans who think that Morrell was unjustly denied success. One fan made fun of David Benavidez by tweeting, "David Benavidez gets arrested outside the arena after robbing David Morrell." This tweet summed up the feeling that Morrell should have won. John Tank Davis weighed in on the fight and said he was surprised by Morrell's speed given how big he was. In a tweet that has since been deleted, Davis said this was his first time seeing Morrell fight Suinsu in that size. Davis went further, accusing the referee of cheating, saying that the officiating may have been biased in favor of Benavidez's prominent sports writer Ariel Helwani, praised the match's intensity, stating this Benavidez ex-Morrell fight is sick, just as good if not better than expected. Love it, while Helwani's statement focused on the fight's entertainment value. It also showed the closely contested nature of the bout combat sports. Analyst Capoza noted the dramatic turn in the final rounds, observing just when that fight settles into a rhythm, Morrell turned up the drama in those final rounds. Great fight, not tough to score, but that delivered as an anticipated. Benavidez and Morrell were visibly angry with each other before the fight at a media workout. Tensions reached a peak when Benavidez shoved Morrell during a face-off, which made Morrell throw his title belt at Benavidez. Security stepped in to stop the violence from getting worse. By the fourth round, Morrell had stunned Benavidez with a surprising right hook that left the Mexican fighter on the ropes and vulnerable for the first time in a long time. However, Benavidez, who is known for his toughness and relentless pressure, quickly regained his composure and started landing powerful uppercuts that broke through Morrell's defense. And
it was one of my mistakes where, maybe I got going a little too late. I was getting going in the last 3 rounds. Maybe I should have done that earlier, but it's something to learn from, and, something that happened in that fight that was a factor. 1 second, Rafael here.
Thank you. David, I wondered, when we were leading up to the fight, there was a lot of discussion about your relative lack of professional experience compared to David. I know you had the great amateur background. He had so many more pro fights. It seemed like that was a factor because he was able to slow it down, speed it up, and do sort of what he wanted at a lot of the times. I wonder if you felt like that the experience level was maybe a little bit much for you. I'd actually like to hear Ronnie's perspective on that also.
It was definitely one of the main factors in this fight where it didn't tilt the balance 100%, but it definitely was something that played a role in the outcome of the fight.
Benavidez continued to pressure Morrell into the later rounds, showcasing his physical strength and ability to absorb punishment. By the 8th round, the effects of Benz's attack were starting to show as Morrell appeared fatigued. His performance, which initially included some showboating and movement, began to knee as Benavidez controlled the pace of the fight. As the rounds wore on, Morrell's energy dipped, and it was clear that Benavidez was calm, ably ahead on the unofficial scorecards by the 9th round. In the championship rounds, Morrell attempted to rally, looking to steal the final rounds with aggression. However, Benavidez continued to dictate the action, inviting the Cuban to press forward. A surprising moment came near the end of the 11th round when Morrell scored a knockdown on Benavidez. However, controversy struck when the referee deducted a point from Morrell for punching after the belt. This deduction shifted the momentum back in Benavidez's favor at the end of the fight, but the judges scored in favor of Benavidez with 2 scores of 115-111 and one of 1188, making him the winner by unanimous decision. However, the result was met with criticism from WBA lightweight champion Jant Davis, who accused the referee of cheating. Davis voiced his frustration on social media, claiming the referee's actions influenced the result of the fight. Benavidez, nicknamed the Mexican, Monster boasts an imposing record of 290 with 24 knockouts, known for his relentless pressure power punches, and iron will he has been on a mission to establish himself as the most dominant super middleweight and a potential contender to face boxing superstar Canelo Alvarez in the build-up to this fight. Benavidez has been vocal about his disdain for Morrell, accusing him of disrespect, and vowing to make their clash a brutal affair. The press conference showcased Benz's fiery temperament, with his aggressive remarks and a physical altercation that only added to the drama. On the other side, David Morrell, the WBA regular champion, has carved out a name as a slick, powerful, and technically gifted boxer. With a perfect record of 110 and 9 knockouts, Morrell is eager to show that he belongs at the top of the division despite being the less experienced fighter. In terms of professional bouts, Morrell has shown no signs of intimidation during the news conference. His refusal to shake Benz's hand and his bold move of hurling his championship belt at Benz's head showed that he's not backing down. The tension between Benavidez and Morrell erupted during a media workout in Miami on December 17, 2020, for their animosity boiled over into a physical altercation, escalating the anticipation for their forthcoming light heavyweight title fight. Benavidez has also highlighted the personal animosity between him and Morrell, noting, "He doesn't like me, I don't like him." This tension has been obvious in their pre-fight interactions, including a heated exchange during a media workout where Benz shoved Morrell, leading to Morrell throwing his WBA interim title at Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, did not mince words, stating Benavidez won that fight. "It's clear they don't want him near me. The sport deserves rematches." When it's this controversial, Alvarez's comments hinted at long-standing speculation about boxing politics deliberately sidelining Benavidez, a relentless challenger, from securing a career-defining fight against the sport's biggest star. His call for an immediate rematch echoed a wider sentiment among fans and pundits who viewed the decision as a barrier to the matchups. The public wants the rivalry between Canelo and Benavidez has been one of the most talked-about topics in boxing over the past few years. The tension between the two fighters stems.
Got it, yeah. Well, the story with he and I was, I met him when he was a kid, and he told me, "I'm going to be a world champion someday," and then I run into him and he's a world champion. That's happened to me so many times, usually with MMA fighters, not boxers. That's when I was sort of kicking the tires of boxing, and yes, I will watch that fight, if that's the question.
American from Arizona, from Phoenix, Arizona, debut 2013 through 2021. I think he is still fighting. His last fight most likely occurred in 2021. Oh wait, November 13th, he's got an upcoming fight versus Jose Uzcatagu, Colombian. But his last one was a TKO, took place March 13, 2021. 24, and we got another undefeated.
Andre Ward, the former champion turned ESPN expert, offered a more measured but pointed analysis, acknowledging Morrell's technical prowess. While siding with Benz's case, Morrell's defense was brilliant, but effective aggression should have swayed this. Benavidez did more to win games, Ward remarked, noting the tension between tactical boxing and the eye test of sustained pressure. His commentary reflected the subjective nature of judging criteria, where clean punching, effective aggression, ring generalship.
Man, no secret for everybody that Benavidez were, you know Robocop? Hey, stop. Here, that's it. Look, the Benavidez best plan. 12 rounds. This time is the real secret. I never fight plan before. I think so plan not have too much power for Benavidez. So he's the big guy. He's stronger too. So you have the good lefts. You training hard. You have power. You have everything. Nothing for you. I can't dance. I have to move. I can.
And defense are weighted differently by each official. Meanwhile, veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas delivered a scathing indictment of the sport itself, declaring this is why boxing's dying. Benavidez landed the harder shots, forced the fight judges' Rewarded running Atlas's frustration with Morrell's lateral movement, dismissed by some as evasive rather than strategic, resonated with fans who felt the Cuban slick style prioritize survival over domination, clashing with the visceral appeal of Benz's relentless